Over in the Champions League, it's getting to the nitty-gritty stages as some of the big boys could face elimination. We'll talk about the second legs next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video, this time looking forward to the last 16 of the 2019 Champions League, but we're going to go in the second leg, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button, keep you bang up to date with all things Championship related, Champions League related, Blackburn Rovers related. We got it all here under one roof. Now, before we jump into the old second leg, we're going to take a look back at my predictions for the first leg. And I'm telling you now, folks, not the greatest display of predicting, but we have our good days and we have our bad days. Kicking it off, Tottenham up against Dortmund. Ended up being a 3-0 win for Spurs in the end over the German outfit to give themselves probably a real good chance to get themselves into the knockout stage, or deeper into the knockout stage. Next up, it was Ajax up against, well, actually predicted a 1-1 draw on that one, so I got that one well off the mark. Next up, it was Ajax up against Real Madrid. Ended up being a 2-1 win for the La Liga Dynamos, there we go. Obviously Real Madrid winning loads of Champions League, and they added to another one to this season. I actually saw this as a 3-1 win in favour of Madrid. Manchester United up against PSG, ended up as a 2-0 win for the French team. Man United got it all to do. I actually saw it as a 2-0 win going the other way. AS Roma up against Porto, ended up as a 2-1 win for Roma, but I actually saw it as a 2-2 draw, so just one goal shy. Ultimately got that one wrong. Schalke up against Manchester City, ended up as a 3-2 win for Manchester City. I actually saw it as a 2-0 win for Manchester City. The newly crowned League Cup champions over in England. Atletico Madrid up against Juventus, ended up as a 2-0 win for Atletico, so good chance for them to get through to the knockout stages as well. I saw it as a 1-0 win for Atletico, and then Liverpool took on Bayern in a bit of a bore draw, my friends. 0-0. I actually saw it as a 3-1 win in favour of Liverpool, so I got that one well off the mark. And wrapping it up at the bottom there, it was Lyon up against Barcelona, ended up as another 0-0 draw. Probably a surprise result there. I actually saw it as a 3-2 win in favour of Barcelona. So let's take a look at the next round of fixtures. Well, obviously some of these games are taking place pretty early, maybe the 5th and 6th of March, whereas others are going to be taking place on the 11th and 17th of March. So this video will be, remain active for a little bit of time. But obviously kicking it off, it will be Dortmund up against Tottenham. A difficult one, this one. Obviously Tottenham coming in with quite a comfortable control of this match with that dominant home performance. Obviously Dortmund, they're actually going for a bit of a blip over in Germany. They did most recently beat Bayer Leverkusen, but before that, it was 3 draws on the spin. I actually see Dortmund coming out on top 2-1 on the night, but Tottenham Hotspur will go through 4-2 on aggregate. Now kicking on forward to Real Madrid up against Ajax. Obviously Real Madrid got themselves a nice comfortable foothold in this game already, and I see them improving it when they bring it back to the Bernabeu. I actually see them coming out on top 2-0, which will be, what was that, 4-1 on aggregate, something like that. But anyway, that'll put them through into the last 8, and again in a comfortable position to go all the flipping way. Now PSG up against Manchester United. Obviously Manchester United kind of slipped up a little bit at Old Trafford, and obviously since then they took on Liverpool. When this game will take place, when will it take place? According to my predictions, it will take place on the 5th of March. But I do think it'll be a competitive game. I think Manchester United will compete, but ultimately they will crash out of the old Champions League after losing this game 3-2 on the night, which will mean 5-2 on aggregate. So they'll go home and then they can maybe focus on trying to get top 4 once again next season. Up against next is Porto up against Roma. Now this one's a difficult one as well to predict. They're all pretty difficult. Roma come into this game though on red hot form, only drawn 1 on the last 5, and those other 4 were wins, whereas Porto come into this game 2 wins and two wins, a draw and a loss at the last 4 games. Now obviously these games are taking place on the 6th of March, so things could change a little bit since then, but I'm going to go with Porto on this one. Home form, 2-0 win, and that, my friends, will push them through into knockout stages a bit further on. 3-2 on the night. Next up it is Manchester City up against Schalke. Now Manchester City will come into this game 3-2 on aggregate ahead, but they'll add to that as well with a 4-1 win over Schalke, and that'll put 7-3 on the board on aggregate, so they'll comfortably go through, and maybe, just maybe, this could be the year that they can go maybe to the final or even win the stinking thing. Next up, Juventus up against Atlético Madrid. Could this be a bit of a surprise on the hands of Juventus with Ronaldo and co? you know, they're no strangers to being featured in this tournament deep into the latter stages. They'll win on this match on the 12th of March against Atletico Madrid. They'll win on the night, though, 2-1. But Atletico Madrid will go through 3-2 on aggregate into the last 8. And joining them, who will it be, Bayern or will it be Liverpool? Tough one, this one. I expect a few goals in this one because Liverpool need to go for it. Obviously, 0-0 in the first leg. Not the greatest scoreline to go into the returning leg over in Germany. I do see Liverpool squeezing through, though, 2-1 on the night, which would mean 2-1 on aggregate. And wrapping it up, it'll be Barcelona up against Lyon over in Barcelona. And I see this one, Barcelona coming into this game unbeaten in the last 3. Lyon, 1-1, draw 1, and lost 1 as of recording. And again, this match will take place on the 30th of March. But I think Barcelona comfortably 3-1 win in the end to get themselves through to the last 8 of the 2019 Champions League. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a good old thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Champions League related, Blackburn Rovers related, whoa, football related. We're going to all hear under one roof. And also make sure you drop your own predictions down in the comments section below to see what you think will happen this week or during the old Champions League when it comes around. Obviously taking place over 2 weeks. In fact, we've got the rest of this week to look forward to build up to the old Champions League, and then we will be looking into the games again when they come around. Anyway, we will be doing obviously the last 8 when those ties are announced. Also, make sure you check out the old other predictions on the channel. We've got the Europa League. We've also coming hot off the press, got some Copa America action that'll take place over the summer. Early predictions there. We'll do obviously week by week ones when that comes around. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. If you're new, smash the subscribe. Back again very soon with some more predictions for you. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.